Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the first episode of Fade in the Books. I'm your host, Toriano Winston, along with my nephew, Woody. Um, right now, we're going to go through our four favorite picks of the NFL season for week one. Guys, you can parlay them together, take them straight. We're just going to give you the picks that we like at the lines that were given by the sports books, and we're going to try and fade them. So with that being said, I'm going to give you my first pick, which is Jaden Daniels over his rushing yards of 44 and a half against the Giants. What you think about that pick, nephew?
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. The defense of the Giants is totally revamped, and it's gonna cause a lot of pressure. Not even the defense of the Giants, the defensive line of the Giants. You got the defensive backs. They just revamped altogether. I think they're gonna come out strong, and I think that's gonna be the best part of the Giants itself is their defense. And Jaden Daniels ain't no scrub. I can tell you that right now. He ain't no scrub. So he's gonna try to find a way to make it work, especially after watching Thursday and Friday. These quarterbacks is gonna get loose on the first week. They gonna get loose.
Yeah, exactly,
They ain't
exactly.
been hit yet.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Jaden also doesn't want to go through the second year that CJ Stroud had. So I think you know what I'm saying. I think he went through a lot with his mom being there with Juju and all that other stuff going on. So I think he's gonna do his thing so people start talking about the football again. But he knows
Yeah.
all eyes are on him. This Giants team, you know, picking up Carter, so they're definitely gonna bring some pressure. Robinson is gone. He was their feature back. Um, as we discussed before, I just don't trust Eckler. I like him coming out to catch the ball in the backfield, but as far as him being, first, second down back like that, I don't not against this Giants team. I don't like him. All
Yeah,
right,
the Giants.
nephew, go ahead.
Yeah, I was supposed to say yeah, the Giants. With Burns, Carter, Dexter, all of them on that line. Yeah, I can see that. I can see them forcing them out the pocket, getting loose. Absolutely.
Uh,
But for
All
the
right,
next pick,
nephew.
I got hometown Jonathan Taylor. Anytime touchdown. Get it while the getting is good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Get it while the getting is good. I you already know I'm not a big believer in what JD.
Da-
What's his
yeah,
name?
Daniel
What's his
Jones.
name? Daniel Jones. DJ. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But not a big believer in him. But if they want to make the anything work, they got to run through Jonathan Taylor. Anything with the Colts offense, it has to run through Jonathan Taylor. And at any moment, he has that big playability. That's one. He's probably one of the five best backs in the league. Um, Last year, he ended off strong. He ran for 1,400 yards and still missing 4 games. His last, I think his last, well, I will say his last six, he didn't scored every touchdown. Besides last year in that Denver game, he dropped it right before that 1 yard line. But in every game, he didn't score a touchdown, and I like that line for him. He's a bell
hmm
cow. What you think?
Oh man, I like that pick too, man, because we all know that the Dolphins defense is doo doo. So I really like that pick. I tell you that line could possibly be covered. Right about start for fourth quarter, maybe the end of the third. I mean, I really can see him just busting a long one from scrimmage. This Dolphins defense is horrible. Um,
Well, the
I,
best part of their defense, though, I will tell you, is their defensive line. Last year they were bad, but they got Bradley Chubb coming back. They got a couple other guys coming back from that defensive line, so they're gonna be a little bit better there. Um, but you just can't pass up that line at minus 180. You just can't pass that up because it's
yeah,
gonna move later on through the year. You just can't pass it up.
yeah, but my thing, you speak on the Dolphins line. One thing about the Colts, and you know how how I feel about the Colts. They've
Your
always had
favorite,
a
right?
pretty decent offensive line. That's one thing the Colts has always had is pretty decent offensive line. And as we know with Taylor, it takes more than one person really to bring him down, you know. So I really don't have the stats on his yards after contact or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure he's up there.
They just put like this, he fall forward. Put like
Yeah.
that. He falls forward. Now
All
I
right.
do like their defensive line is a little young on Dolphins. Like with Chop Robinson, the draft pick last year, he
Hmm.
started making a name for himself towards the end of the year. Bradley Chubb coming back again off an injury. I like that one as well. And Siler, man, I'm not a big fan of Siler, but he been making some leeway this training camp. And then with the draft pick this year, Kenneth Grant, um, they might do something. Kenneth Grant's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's going up against one of the Colts. He's not a rookie, but it's his first time starting at center, Tanner Bortolini. So he's gonna give him a run for his money. But if the Colts can again put in those double tights and they can run misdirection, things like that, Jonathan Taylor has that big playability. Take it anytime. So that's my pick
Hmm.
for the week, right there, minus 180. Lock it in.
All right. My second pick for tomorrow, I am going with James Conner over 72.5 yards rushing, minus
Ooh.
114 against the Saints. The Saints was damn near at the bottom of the league when it comes to rushing defense. If you look at Connor numbers, teams that's like at the bottom of rushing defense, he's went over 100 yards against those teams.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I think this is going to be um, a high scoring game, maybe. Um, so
I say high score on one side. I don't know about the other side.
yeah, well,
Who they end up choosing for their starting
they
quarterback for the Saints? They go
Spencer
Rattler.
Rattler. Yeah,
They did go
the
Rattler.
line is over 42.5. So the Cardinals is one of those defense that we're not talking about. You know, they still have Kamara back there. They still got some weapons on the outside. It's just a matter of Rattler being able to get them the ball to make plays downfield, you know, after the catch.
Mm-hmm.
So in that aspect, the Saints could, you know, make this a decent game, you know, against this Cardinals team, especially playing at home. Now, if they was playing, you know, in Arizona, I wouldn't give the Saints any kind of chance just because of the home field. But I like this line with Connor. Connor's a tough running back. And again, the Saints, you know, they was right at the almost at the bottom pretty much for run defense, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I, I really like that pick with Connor in the 72.5 at minus 114.
Yeah, the 72.5. I really like that too. That's kind of good. Especially my biggest thing with the Saints, they run a 3-4 defense, but they are older, right? They got Cameron Jordan down there, Devon Goodchild down there. They're all plus 30. I think they might be the oldest defense in the league.
Mm.
Maybe besides the Washington football team, I don't know. But I'm not a big believer in the Saints this year. Um, I tell you this, James Conner gonna have a lot of opportunities to get that line.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of opportunities.
A lot.
Yeah, because they might be in the sweepstakes to getting the number one draft pick next year. So I
Yeah.
like that for them. I like the James Conner line there. I like that.
All right. You want to go ahead with your last pick of the evening?
My last pick of the evening. All right, don't call me crazy, but they didn't play him in the preseason for nothing. I feel like they're gonna start Joe Burrow 2.5 touchdowns, starting out fast for the first time in 5 years.
I like that.
They changed the philosophy this year with the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going all in on offense. They may not be able to stop nobody, not even running water, but they're gonna be able to score some points. They said they're gonna put Joe Burrow. He played a couple preseason games to get his feet wet. Uh, I feel like Jamar Chase is probably one of the best receivers in the league, and Joe Burrow is right up there with him as the best passer. So 2.5 touchdowns. I like that for him.
Yeah. I like that play too. Especially if T. Higgins is in there. You know, you got what's his name? Chase coming out of the backfield.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Chase.
yeah,
Yep.
you know, he come out the backfield, you know, you throw him a screen and he can take it. So I like that pick because we all know that the Bengals defense is gonna be, you know, we thought it was
Achilles
gonna be
heel. Let's put it
bad.
like that.
Yeah, but especially those backs. They did sign, their number one guy on defense, I do
Mm-hmm.
believe. Um,
For
but
that 1 year, yep, they did sign Trey
yeah, for that,
Hendrickson for
yeah,
that 1 year.
but he's not gonna be out there on Chase and Higgins and those guys. So
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Burrows,
They playing what they playing the Browns. They playing
yeah,
Browns week 1, right? The
yep,
Browns' strength is their defensive line,
yeah,
right? Although that is the Bengals' offensive weakness, Joe Burrow's gonna throw the ball regardless. He's
yeah.
gonna throw the ball.
He,
And
eh,
you got Jamar Chase out there. You got T Higgins. They even brought in Noah Fant from Seattle this year. So if they go double tight with Mike Gesicki and Noah Fant, I like it.
yeah, I like that pick. I like
Especially
that
if
pick.
If Amarius Mims can take another step and Orlando Brown can get back to what he was, the offensive line should be solid. At least for week 1. At least for week 1. They may wear it down over the season, but at least for week 1, I feel like they're gonna try to change the philosophy and starting out fast. They've been starting out slow for the last 5 years. I feel like they're gonna try to start out fast this year.
Yeah, I like that. 4 solid picks for uh tomorrow games, week 1 of the NFL season. I'm just give you a few things what we got planned for the channel. Um, this is a work in progress, as I told some of my subscribers, which I call them faders. We're gonna have some live community parlay picks that we're gonna do. Um, we're also trying to connect with a few other sports bettors who has channels on YouTube. Do some collaborative projects. Do some giveaways here on the channel. We're trying to grow this community. Something that we've been wanting to do. A podcast. Uh, we had to jump out there and do it. You know, s- swim. Let's say sink or swim. You know, if we sink, we going down together. If we swim, we gonna do whatever. We in this, but we gonna need some help from the community. If you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend. We're trying to get this channel to grow. Again, this is our first episode. Uh, we're gonna be here this whole season. I would like to run it through the NBA season. A few picks there. Um, so any ideas you may have to help, that maybe that you want to see, shoot us, shoot us some in the comments. Um, again, we appreciate you checking out the video. Again, like, comment, subscribe. We'll be going live Monday. Bears Vikings. We're gonna do a community pick for
Ooh,
that
divisional
game.
game.
Yeah, divisional game. Hey, all eyes on Caleb. Uh, so,
JJ too. This is
yeah,
the first time
JJ
seeing
too.
JJ. He ain't no
JJ too.
rookie. Well, I don't know if he a rookie or not.
Yeah. So make sure you got those notification bells on, so you can get the alert for when the live stream will be scheduled. Again, we want this community to participate with this channel. That's what it's about. Again, we thank you for coming out. Checking out the video, and again, fade the books. We out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.